Hi, thank you very much for joining me here today. My name is Rose and this is Easy to Cook at Home. Today I'm making Bubble and Squeak. Very strange name, I know, but the name comes from when you're cooking the actual vegetables, the cabbage and that. It has this squeaky, bubbling, sizzling sound, so hence Bubble and Squeak. Now normally we make it in the UK, we make it after a Boxing Day, a Christmas Day or after Sunday lunch. We've got lots of mixed vegetables left over. You can also add meat to it if you like as well. It's super easy, so let's get started. Okay, so for the ingredients for the Bubble and Squeak, it's basically your leftover vegetables. So I've got cabbage here, I've got Brussels sprouts, I've got some carrot, and I've also got some potato, which is the glue that glues it all together. It's not Bubble and Squeak without the potato. And I've also got one onion, which I diced and fried up separately. I didn't have this with our dinner last night, so I've just diced that up and fried it and let it cool so all the ingredients are nice and cold. And with Bubble and Squeak, you can basically have any of your leftover vegetables. So if you've got kale, or you've got spring onions, or you've got swede, any of your leftover vegetables, as long as you've got potato, you're good to go. I've also got some plain flour, which I'm just going to use when I make the patties, just to coat the outside so that we can fry them nicely in the frying pan. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up the vegetables and then we're going to mix those with the potato and the onion. You just chop everything up. This was traditionally served on a Monday because after Sunday you've got all your lovely vegetables left over and you kind of look at them and think, well, you know, you don't want to throw them away or anything. You could make soup out of them, I suppose, but Brussels sprouts got quite a strong flavour. As do some other vegetables like swede and turnip and stuff, so Bubble and Squeak is a perfect way to use all these vegetables up. And then you can make these patties. I'm going to make them today and then I'm going to have some tonight with some lovely fried bacon. And then you can also, once you've made the patties, you can freeze them for later use. So it's such a nice way to use up your leftovers. We're just going to cut these in sort of like a rough sort of chop. You want some nice pieces in the patties. And if you don't want to do patties, you can actually do this in one hit in the frying pan and just move it around until it gets nicely coloured. But I like the patties because once you put the flour on it, and then you've got a nice crunchy outer coating. There we go. That's good. Just get the potato. I'm just going to put this potato into a bigger bowl so we can mix it all together. Now I dried my mashed potato out. You don't want it really sloppy. So if you put lots of milk and butter and everything in your mashed potato, you might as well dry it out just a little bit, just so you've got a nice consistency. And then into the bowl I'm going to add all the chopped vegetables. I'm also going to add in the diced onion that I cooked. It gives it some nice flavour. Going to add in some salt. About a teaspoon of salt, some nice cracked black pepper, and then just mix that through. You could also add some garlic granules or some hot English mustard, or some chilli, entirely up to you, but this is more of the traditional way here. Just with your vegetables and that. Just give that a thorough mix so each bit of potato has the different vegetables mixed through. Okay, so that looks good. Now we just need to make up the patties. Okay, so I'm just going to put some flour on my work surface here. We can coat the patties. put some oil on my hands. This just makes it easy to pick up the potato. You just take out potato like that, make them roughly about the same size, and then just plop them onto the flour there. If you do these like this before you start getting involved in the flour, you're not going to have loads of flour stuck to your fingers. Just take them out like that. You can use an ice cream scoop if you want to make them a bit smaller. It's entirely up to you what size you'd like to make them. Oh, it's a bit bigger than the other ones. It doesn't really matter that much, but it's for equal portion control. Try and make them the same size. Okay, so then you just move them around, just get them nice and evenly coated with some flour. Make them as thin or as thick as you like. Just coat the outside as well, around. Gives it a nice crunchy coating on the outside. Would have also done with this Bubble and Squeak as well before, which makes it not technically Bubble and Squeak, but I've put egg wash on them, flour, egg wash and breadcrumbs, and made them into like a crispy patty. You can deep fry them then or put them in the oven. Just go around each one, make sure they're nicely coated. Okay, because I'm not going to be cooking all of them tonight, I'm going to put some of them onto this tray, and then I'm going to let them freeze, and then overnight, and then the next day, tomorrow, I will take them off the tray and put them into a Ziploc bag, and they will last between a month and 2 months. So it's a nice way to have some forward planning, so you've got something ready in a Ziploc bag, take it out and fry it up. So I'm just going to fry these other ones up for dinner tonight, so I'll just show you that. Okay, so into my frying pan I'm going to put some oil. I'm also going to put a teaspoon of butter, just to give it some nice flavour. This helps it so that the butter doesn't burn. If you've got the oil in there, then you've got the nice flavour of the butter and then the oil to nicely cook them. Going to wait for that to get nice and bubbling hot. Okay, so that's nice and bubbling hot now. And just place in the Bubble and Squeak. Then you just need to fry them for around about 3 to 4 minutes so they're nice and crunchy on the other side, and then flip them over. And move them around to make sure they don't stick. Okay, so they've been cooking for around about 3 minutes. Just have a look underneath. Nice and golden brown. Just flip them over. The other side. That's not quite cooked enough, so I'm just going to flip it back. Yummy. Okay, so they're nice and golden brown on both sides now. You can always just check to see if it's nice and brown, just flip it over. Yep, nice and brown on that side. Okay, so I've got the Bubble and Squeak on the plate here with some nice crispy bacon. I'm just going to top it with a nice poached egg. Crack open the egg. yummy and gooey. Have a taste test of the Bubble and Squeak. That's delicious. And with the egg and the bacon, I'm really looking forward to eating this tonight for dinner. Nice poached egg on the top there. I do hope you enjoyed that video. Please give your comments below. Also subscribe, like, share, all that loving stuff. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and bye bye for now. See you soon.